It was an evening like so many others, calm and unremarkable, until one question shifted everything. He asked me about my past, and I answered honestly. That single exchange changed the course of our story, ending what felt unshakable. The night had begun perfectly. Gentle light spilling across the room, a bottle of wine between us, and the comfort of easy laughter. We sat close, the air filled with warmth, our conversation flowing as if nothing could disturb it. His smile, the way his hand brushed against mine, it all felt effortless, safe. I never imagined a casual question would undo it all. With a playful sparkle in his eyes, he leaned back and asked, almost teasingly, "So, how many people have you been with before?" At first, I thought it was a joke, and I laughed, but his persistence quickly revealed otherwise. His tone sharpened, and the curiosity became an interrogation. I hesitated, debating whether to answer, knowing that truth has a way of reshaping how people see you. He pressed again. I warned him that he might not like my answer. His pride wouldn't let him back down. He insisted he could handle it. So I told him. Silence filled the room. His smile disappeared. His grip on the wine glass faltered, and his expression hardened. I hoped he would brush it off, but instead, he stood abruptly. No argument, no explanation, just a flat statement. "I can't handle this." And then he left. The sound of the door closing still echoes in my memory. I waited, half expecting him to return after cooling off, but he never did. No calls, no texts, just absence, as though everything we shared had dissolved into nothing because of a single truth. The days that followed were heavy. First came anger, that he asked a question he wasn't ready to hear answered, that something so trivial could outweigh everything else we had. Then sadness, replaying the moment again and again, wondering if I should have softened the truth, made it easier for him to accept. But why should I? Why diminish who I am to protect his comfort? Before that night, we were happy. We laughed, we planned, we dreamed. He once told me he loved me for being real, for being different. Yet when faced with my reality, he turned away. It made me question whether he ever wanted the real me at all, or just a version that fit neatly into his expectations. Time passed, and the silence stretched on. I kept waiting for a message that never came. His choice was final, and in a way, so was mine. By telling the truth, I had drawn a line. Anyone who couldn't accept my past had no place in my future. That night was painful, but it was also clarifying. If honesty makes someone leave, then their leaving is the answer you didn't know you needed. I could have lied, but then I wouldn't have been true to myself. His departure wasn't a loss. It was freedom. I don't know if he regretted walking away, or if he convinced himself it was the right thing to do. What I do know is that truth carries weight. It tests people. It reveals who is strong enough to stay and who is not. When he asked about my past, I gave him honesty. He chose to leave. And from that moment, I understood something greater. The right person won't need to ask, and they won't measure your worth by a number. My past may be a story with chapters he couldn't accept, but my future remains wide open. His exit wasn't the end of something meaningful. It was the beginning of something real.